Hi everyone, my name is Ravi. So in this video, we'll be creating our first component in React. So let's go to our screen, and before moving that, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you like the content, then give us a thumbs up. So basically, this in the previous video, we'll be doing something like that. Let's start our server npm run dev, and basically the first question arises is what is component. Uh, so basically the component means like the reusable or self-contained UI part. Okay, so if I take an example, okay, first of all check uh, it is working. Then if I go to like Flipkart, and then if I take the example of the nav bar, look at the nav bar. Okay, if I go to the mobile section, then also there is a nav bar. Okay, so if I go to any page, then there have most have a nav bar. So that means the nav bar is present in every page. So if I write manually in every page the same nav bar code, then it is hectic for me or every developer. So that's why there is a better way to manage this. That is the way is component. So we can make the navbar as a component and use the component in every page. Okay, so that's the power of the component. Okay, so if I talk about the advantages, that is the first advantage is reusable. Okay, like I am writing the navbar code in in a file, and I am importing those file in every page, like our product page or order page or like home page. Then I can show the navbar, and then that is one advantage. And second advantage is our maintenance. Like it is easy to maintain our code base, like how clean it will be. Okay, and third one is like our organized. Okay, uh, organized means that means we are maintaining all the codes in a manner that will be easy to debug that. Okay, so let's go to our VS Code. Uh, and if I in React, there are two type of components are there. Okay, so one is class-based component and another one is function-based component. So let's first take the example of the class-based component. Okay, for that, go to our src and create one folder is like components. Okay, and inside component, let create it like welcome.jsx. Okay, uh, don't worry, we'll be in this video in ahead going ahead, we'll be discuss about the JSX. Okay, so for class based, first import React. Okay, import React. Okay, from React. Okay, so if so now I am using the class component. So for that we have to use class and then the class name. So make sure the class name is always starting with a capital letter. Okay, so like welcome, and it extends from the components. Okay, this component is comes from the React. Okay, okay. So, and then look, the component is imported from the React itself. Okay, and this class component have a render method. Okay, so to return a JSX. Okay, so to return and like a h1. Okay, h1 welcome to React. Okay, and make it a div first, and one more paragraph tag, like this is a class based component. Okay, so then I'm writing the class based component inside the component. Now I'm going to my app and import it. Before importing the welcome.jsx, so first I am exporting that. So in exporting, there are two ways to export one component. The first one is our default export, and another is our named export. Okay, so if there is one component like welcome, so I'm using export default welcome. Okay, so if I am going to React app.jsx, then I'm importing like this. Look this carefully. This is very important part, because if you are not importing correctly, then it may be not working. So like import, then I'm exporting it in default ways, so that I'm using uh, welcome from. So go one folder out, like components and welcome. Okay, and am welcome. Okay, so if I go to my screen, look, the code is now visible. Welcome to React, and this is a class based component. Okay, so okay, and the another one is like named export. Okay, if there is like, if I'm deleting this export, if there is one more class, okay, is like class, okay, welcome to, and it extends from components, uh, and then it have a render method. Okay, and a render method returns some JSX. So and h1 welcome to, and paragraph second class component. Okay, component. Then in that file there are two components. Then how to export? Then there is like I'm using here the export like export class export. Okay, and this is the named export. Then go to the our app, then delete this, and then write import curly braces, and then from one folder up components, and then welcome. So inside the curly braces, we have to write welcome and welcome to. It will be auto suggest in VS Code itself. Okay, and welcome to. Okay, hello, welcome to, and second class component. Okay, so this is our two type of the import and export. Okay, and if I'm removing let no issue, there will be. So basically this is our class based component. Okay, first one is our class, and make sure the class name should be starting with a capital letter, and it will be extended from the component which it comes itself from the React. Okay, and the class component have a render method, and which return the JSX. Okay, and let see the examples of uh, functional component. So if I create something like greet dot JSX. Okay, and then like importing React from React. Okay, and then create function. It is like greet. Okay, and it will be the function will return div, and inside the div there is a h1 tag, and like hello uh, hello React. Okay, and then like paragraph, this is our function based component. Okay, so then there is the same method to export. Okay, I am using the export default. Okay, default uh, grid, go to the app.jsx, removing these two because we are not see anymore. Then importing the function based component. Okay, import your grid from component grid, then use it here. Look, hello React, this is our first function based component. Okay, so so someone have the question that if this look like the JavaScript functions, then can we use it as a JavaScript function in that way? So the answer is yes, we can use it as a JavaScript function itself. So let's see. So open the curly braces and let's say greet and call the function. Okay, and go to the screen. The output is same. Okay, we are getting the same output. But if we are going forward to understand the JSX, then it will be more clear why we are not using this this way. Okay, yeah. So okay, so for now we'll be saw the class based component and function based component. Okay, so basically there is a difference between them, but in later we'll be see the difference between them because there are some life cycle methods in those components different from each other. We'll be move forward when we are starting with the hooks, then in that type we will be discuss the difference between them. Okay, so now let's talk about the JSX. Basically the JSX is like a syntactical sewer. Okay, so it actually allow us to write a HTML like code inside the JavaScript. Okay, so basically if I'm writing any like example .js. Okay, so like this there is a function name example. Okay, and the function have some return something like div and h1. Okay, and I am exporting like okay, uh, export default and example. If I am going to the app.jsx and I am importing this, then import example, then I'm calling the example. Okay, so look, it will be give me the error, that is the error giving me that the analyst because the content contains the invalid JS syntax. Okay, so inside our JS we cannot write like this. Okay, yeah, if we are writing the HTML, then we have used to two backticks, and inside the backtick we are writing like this. Okay, let's say hi. Okay, and close that. And if I go to the screen, still the issue is gone, but look at the UI, how it will be showing h1 tag itself, and inside the tag it will be showing hi. Okay, so it is not manageable for us. Okay, so that's why the JSX is here to make a developer life easy. Okay, so that is the power of JSX. Basically, in the backend side, the JS is the JSX code is itself converted into JS by the React using React.createElement. But the JSX is help the developer life easy to make the to write the HTML like code inside our JavaScript. Okay, that's simple as that. Okay, so there are some rules like we are wrapping all the things inside one root. Okay, and look at that. In line number 10 there is h1, line number 11 h3, and line number 12 h4. Okay, so if though there is a fragment. Okay, so this fragment is wrap all my three tags, so that's why it is not giving me error. If I am taking the h4 outside of the fragment, then it will be showing me the error, that is expression JX must have one parent element. Okay, so that means the JSX have always written one root. Okay, inside the one root you have to create multiple tags. Okay, and the another one in the JSX is like here in our JS we are using class. Okay, in sorry, in HTML we are using class, but in JSX we are using class name. Okay, it's like class name or text center. Okay, and text small, and like text gray, and 400. Okay, so look, the footer is on the center, and the color of the footer is something gray like that. Okay, so okay, that is the class is changed to class name. And the third point itself is like the JSX are always closed. Okay, if I am going to talk about the input tag. Okay, the input tag itself is closing. Okay, and like, and the if I'm talking about the image tag, the image tag is must be closed in. Okay, if I'm not closing this, then this will give me an error itself. Okay, so yeah, these three are the rules of the JSX. And the another one is like if I'm using the grid like this. Okay, this is okay, then this is the if I'm using the JSX, the meaning of the JSX is that like writing the HTML like code inside of JS. So if I'm using for that purpose only, then why I'm using or like call a function in like JavaScript? So there is no discussion point about that. But yes, if you want to try something, then you can do it. But this is not the right way to do this. Okay, and if I am doing the grid like here, grid, then this will be fine. Okay, one it is a self closing or it is a pair closing. Okay, it will be correct. Okay, so the output will be two times because we are using two times the grid. Okay, so that's right. So if you want to know more about the JSX, then you have to explore the there is a React doc. Okay, React dev. then you have to explore the React dev, where you can find all the things. If I go to describe the UI, there itself with JSX, you have to read more about the JSX here. But the basic points is the same, is that like there are some rules returning a single root element. Okay, so inside the div, then we have to wrap all the things. Okay, and another was closing all the tags like image tag and li tags, and everything you have to close. Okay, and third thing is camel case all most of the things. Okay, like class is there, not camel case, but inside JSX the class name is follow the camel case. Okay, and the third one is like third one, yeah. So you are exploring the doc, you know more about the JSX. So okay, so that's all for this video. And if you like the content, then please support this. Okay, and that's all for this, and thank you.